So Maharshi is told that it is not the first form. First form is nobody can explain it. Nobody can explain the awareness, the form of awareness. A person can experience because experience belongs to a person. If there is no person, if there is nobody, if he is nobody, then only he can realize. By doing sadhana, this body bound I-ness dissolves into I amness feeling. If you go deep, that feeling, by using that feeling, I am, the feeling will also dissolve into awareness. That awareness, that I amness is you. If you love Shiva, that love feeling also helps you to reach the feet of Shiva. Then that love also dissolves into the reality. That reality is Shiva. In that reality, there is no otherness. There are no two persons, Shiva and you. Both are same. Both are one. If there is uniqueness, if there are no two, how can love will arise? Love will arise if there are two. If there are not two, how can love arise? So it is beyond love also. Reality is beyond our mind, beyond our feelings, beyond our love, even beyond our sadhana also. That's why Maharshi has told us, by the grace of Shiva only we can realize him. They told not, we can see him. If you see Shiva, then he is not real Shiva. It is second form or third form, not the first form. Because Shiva cannot be identified, cannot be known with our senses. He is beyond our senses. All our senses lies in our body and mind. Shiva is beyond body, beyond mind. When will you mingle in Shiva? If you love Shiva only, then only you can dissolve in Shiva. Some love is there on our husband, some love is there on our father, some love is there on our mother, some love is there on our duty, etc., etc. your love is scattered into so many objects. The residue, the remaining love, there is some residue. You will take it in the auspicious days, in holidays. Oh Shiva, I love you. I prostrate you. Take my love. How much love this? Just like this. Bundles of love you are giving to your husband and brother and mother and father. This is happening in every birth. That's the magic. Not only in this birth, in every birth. You are giving love to your families. Shiva is waiting. You should give love, your entire love, not residual love, your entire love to Shiva only. Then only you can resolve into Shiva. How can we give our entire love to Shiva? Is it right? Sharing some love to husband, sharing some love to father. Is it bad? No, it's not bad. Give them love, share them love, love them. In the name of Shiva. See Shiva in our husband. See Shiva in our mother. See Shiva in our father. See Shiva everywhere, in everyone. Then all this creation becomes Shiva to you. Then only you can realize Shiva in your own eyes. All is Shiva. You are also Shiva. If you are limited to a body, then only you cannot share your love to others. In this method, self-inquiry, bhakti is there, love is there, loving truth is there. If you love truth, then only it can pass. Birth after birth, birth after birth. Practice loving Shiva. You have one husband in this birth. In the previous birth, there is another husband. Before that previous birth, there is another husband also. Husbands are changing, Shiva is not changing. He is our own reality. In every birth, you are sharing love to your husband, your mother, your father. You are sharing love to nobody's, because birth after birth, birth after birth, you born, reborn, born, reborn, born, reborn. In every birth you are sharing your love. You are sharing your love. To whom? There is a dream body. That is you. You are sharing your love to another dream body. That is your husband. Love is sharing from one dream body to another dream body, not from one dream body to the reality. In all these births, you are sharing your love to one dream body, dream person to another dream person. It's all dream. You are not sharing love from one dream body to the reality. Shiva is not a dream body, he is reality. Shiva is real.